I like I said, I am getting ready to move myself out of the way so that I can introduce our first presenter. There's so much to say about Chris Barron. She is our executive sales director. She is the first Bahamian executive sales director in our entire organization. And the team, we are generating well over $50,000 in revenue every 30 days from our company. She is in beast mode. And listen, Chris started out working the business part-time back in 2018. And some of you are going to be able to identify with this, while she was holding down a full-time job and being a mom to her 9-year-old son at the time. But listen to this. This is when it gets exciting. She was able to walk away from her corporate America job after 3 months. Isn't that amazing? Just after 3 months of becoming an agent. She is an amazing, amazing leader. She is a mentor, and I have the privilege of introducing her tonight. So we want to hear from Chris Barron. Chris, are you there?
I literally had to wait a second. I'm like, who is she talking about? Thank you so much, Dr. D, for all that you've done for our team. I mean, I know you're fairly new, but your impact, just what you bring to Team Relentless, we certainly do appreciate you. It's so crazy because I feel like I know you already and we haven't even met face to face, right? But once again, thank you so much for that warm introduction. And listen, everything she said is a true 100% testimony, guys. I sit before you today smiling, full of joy, full of energy, because this stuff really changed my life, as Dr. D told you it changed hers. So really quick, we're going to get right into it. I don't want to, be before you long. Want to share this information and get out of your way. Let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. All right, let's get that moved. There we go. Perfect. All right, Dr. D, can you see my screen?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. Guys, as she stated, my name is Chris Barron. I am an executive sales director with this awesome platform. You'll find out what that means a little bit later. But my company is called Island Kid Professional. I actually go by the Island Kid. It's so weird when I'm out in public now. People don't even say hi, Chris. They say hi, Island Kid, right? So just to give a bit about me, so we're not complete strangers. Before I do any presentation, I don't care if it's one-on-one on a stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people. I always like to start with my why, right? My why is my beautiful country of the Bahamas and my mom. See, WHY to me stands for what hurts you. And I truly would be hurt if I didn't make those two proud, right? Yes, that is my mom, not my big sister. Let me hurry to get off this slide because I know there's a lot of guys on this webinar, right? Guys, I also do it for my dad. Unfortunately, I lost him a year ago in July, but he definitely fuels me to keep going, to certainly make sure that I'm making him proud. But as I said, guys, to know a little bit about me, my background is insurance as well as taxes. I actually own my own insurance brokerage, which I had for 10 years now. But let me give you a little bit of what happened and why you see me today and not so much talking about insurance, right? So it cost me $175,000 to start my brokerage. I don't know if you guys know a lot about insurance, but it's heavily regulated by the government. So there is no gray area, right? It's either black or it's white, right? Unfortunately, one of my agents fell in that non-existent gray area. And lo and behold, I got hit with a $75,000 class action lawsuit. Guys, that dropped my credit score from a 726 all the way down to a 472. One thing that I learned is, cash is king, right? But credit is certainly power, right? So I got started with this information that I'm going to share with you tonight on August 10th, 2018. 65 days later, guys, 65 days later, my credit jumped 317 points. And here's exactly how I was able to do it. Because you see, I was introduced to this company called United Credit Education Services. We call it UCES for short, right? And a little history on the company. Guys, we are about to celebrate our 20-year anniversary, February 2024. So, guys, that right there speaks volumes because you see, we're not a fly by night company. We've been around longer than most companies can even think about being around. Any company that can even surpass a 5-year span basically says they have a pretty solid foundation, right? We provide a unique collection of tools to get you right where you want to be to well around your entire financial portfolio. And we are 100% debt free. There's no way myself, Dr. D, the person that invited you to this call, can tell you about getting out of debt, but the company we represent is in debt. Makes no sense, right? And we also have the same key executives since the company's inception. You actually will get to see our CEO a little bit later in the presentation, right? So I like to start with facts, right? So look at these facts. I won't go over all of them. You can actually read through them yourself right now, but take a look at ones that really, stand out to me. In just one decade, student loan balances have jumped 150%. I don't know if you guys heard like a week or two ago, they're now kicking all student loans back out of forbearance. So just imagine what that will do to your UTI. Yeah, I'm seeing who watching. Ain't nobody catch that in the chat? Yeah, y'all ain't listening. But guys, think about it though. That really can hurt your utilization. So that's in turn going to drop your credit score. And 60% of Americans lack will or estate planning, right? Crazy. Let's give you some more facts here. 43 million Americans have less than a 599 credit score. Guys, this was me. And this was actually sourced by money.msn.com in 2019. So what time was that? Before the pandemic. Just imagine what these numbers look like now. They've actually tripled, right? Take a look at an average family, right, with a mortgage, credit cards, personal loans, auto loans, student loans. Look at how much you're paying in interest because of bad credit. This one example totals over $50,000, right? In 2022, 36% of all Americans had $0 saved, and 19% have less than $1,000 saved. Guys, this is why we're seeing our more seasoned citizens, at our local grocery stores, at our Walmarts, greeting us, bagging our groceries, because they didn't know this. They weren't taught this information, right? Credit card debt. Look at this. The average credit card monthly carryover is over $15,000. Guys, this is crazy. And it's not your fault or anything like that, but look at what's going on. The economy is suffering bad due to inflation. Everything is, I like to say, yesterday's price is today's price. Everything is higher now, right? But it's nothing to be ashamed of. Bad things do happen to good people. And I really believe it happens because of a lack of knowledge. So this next slide, I want everybody to get your phones out. This is what you want to take a picture of, get pen, paper, jot down these notes, because I'm going to show you what we should have been taught in high school or in school period instead of the square root of pi, right? Because how many times have you used that, right? So guys, think of your credit report like a pie chart, right? Not all slices being cut even. The largest slice of that pie is your payment history, right? It makes up 35% of your score. That's just simply how well you are to pay your bills on time, guys. Even if it's the bare minimum payment, you want to make those payments on time, right? The second largest slice is 30%. It's your DTI, your debt to income ratio, right? So for simple math, everybody gets it, right? You got a credit card. You have $1,000 limit. You don't want to spend more than 30%. What's 30% of 1,000? $300. But again, let's be realistic, right? Life is happening. We're going to spend more than $300, right? But what you want to do is be the bad kid that I was growing up. You see, my mom used to say, Chris, don't you go outside until I get home. I thought about it for a while. I said, well, if you're not here, you won't know I'm outside. So I know you get off work at 4 o'clock. So by 3, I'm back inside and I'm acting like I never went outside before, right? Same thing with your credit cards, guys. Know 2 very important things. One, know when your bill is due so you pay it on time. And then know when your credit card company reports to the credit bureaus. So that way you pay that balance down below 30% before they report. So now Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, they'll never know that you maxed that credit card out that week, right? Or that month. Good info? Drop some flames if there's some good info. Y'all, I'm really big on like energy, right? Trust me, when you guys get involved with this, you're going to see that this is life changing. So your energy definitely has to be through the roof, right? But continue on. The third largest slice is your length of credit. We've all been told, you know, get rid of those credit cards. Credit cards are the devil. Pay the balances, cut them up. Don't do that. We've only been taught what our people taught us, what they were taught, and so on and so forth. Just a history of bad information being passed down from generation to generation. You want to keep those lines of credit open because it gives you history, it gives you longevity, right? And then new credit increase, guys. You don't want to have too many, but definitely 1 to 2 a year is a good rule of thumb. That's just showing the credit bureaus how well you are to go out and open up new lines of credit. And then lastly, you want to have a good mix of credit. So you want to have your installment loans and your revolving loans. So an installment loan, just give an example, is like your car payment. You're paying off installments to eventually satisfy a lump sum, right? Revolving loans would be like your credit cards. Whether you use them or not, you're accruing interest. So there's always revolving balances, right? All right, so here is that collection of services that we give you. I like to refer to it as your financial toolbox, right? If we have a toolbox with just a hammer in it, there's not a lot of jobs we can complete. But if our toolbox has that hammer, that screwdriver, that measuring tape, that drill, we can handle a lot more, right? So this is exactly what you'll be getting, guys. We're going to show you how to budget and save. Obviously, if you're budgeting and you're saving, you can actually get out of debt faster. Getting out of debt faster means you're going to pay less interest, right? And then obviously credit restoration is our flagship product. We are not a credit restoration company. We're not a credit repair company. We are a financial literacy company. However, credit restoration is our baby. It's our flagship. And how we handle our credit restoration process is bar none, right? So we actually have a team of over 5,000 credit attorneys that'll do a detailed analysis of your credit report. Everything and anything that's hurting your score, our credit attorneys will draw up dispute letters to get those items removed. Now, they do this by leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1973, right? And that act simply says every American has the right to dispute anything on their credit report. Even if you owe it, you have the right to dispute it, right? This is why our clients are seeing results within 60 to 120 days. I mean, insane results, right? I just told you guys, I jumped 317 points in 65 days, right? But not only are we just going to clean your credit, we're going to show you ways that you can build your credit as well. Provide you with a credit monitoring system so that way you don't have to rely on Credit Karma, because we know Credit Karma isn't always the most accurate, right? And that's only because they update every 7 days. Our credit score actually changes daily, right? The YFL, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Financial lockbox, guys, I love this. I joke around. I know if a lot of you have those older grandmothers, everything that meant something to them, where do they store it? In the Bible or under their mattress, right? So this financial lockbox is just like that, guys. I mean, you can store deeds to your home, titles to your car, birth certificate, anything that you deem very, very important, right? Identity monitoring. This is huge, guys. I'm sitting before you here in Tampa, Florida, right? We nickname it Tampa Fraudita. They say every 2 seconds, someone's identity is being stolen. I think here in Tampa, it's probably every 0.2 seconds, right? And let's face it, once you graduate our program and you become credit worthy, you're going to become prime target for identity theft. So our company backs you with $1 million of identity insurance. Crazy, right? Net worth. Guys, it makes no sense that we know all of our favorite entertainers, athletes, whomever we adore, right? We know all of their net worth, but we don't know our own. Knowing theirs is doing what for you? Hopefully, at least motivating you, but that's all, right? We're going to teach you the difference between an asset and a liability so that way you can start building your net worth to leave behind true financial freedom for your family, right? Leaving a true legacy for your family. And guys, we provide you with Rocket Lawyer. This one service alone costs upward to about 30 to 40 bucks a month. Now this gives you access to legal aid to draw up contracts, to let's say you get a traffic ticket. Like, you have legal aid for every and anything that you need. And a will and trust. Guys, I know we know a lot of celebrities. I'll just name a few. Michael Jackson, Nipsey Hussle, Aretha Franklin. Guys, Aretha Franklin died worth $83 million. She's been gone from us now 12 whole years. Her family is still fighting the courts and probate in Michigan over her estate because she didn't have a will and trust, right? Now, will and trust can start out at about 500 bucks and it can go upward to about 2,500. We can agree those dollar amounts was nothing to those names that I just listed. So why didn't they have it? lack of knowledge. You weren't educated on it, right? You're going to get all of this included, right? Not only are you getting that, but we can also now help people with refinancing their student loans, a personal loan, auto loan, get high yield savings accounts. And for my business owners out there, or people that want to go into entrepreneurship, we actually teach you how to go about building your business credit, and then also giving you access to business funding, right? We're a very, very, very transparent company, guys. You'll never have to ask me, Dr. D, whoever invited you to this call. You'll never have to ask what's going on with your credit score, because we provide you with an app, right? And in this app, it gives you your access to all of the services that we just went over. They'll always be on the left-hand side of your screen, whether you're on a laptop or a phone, right? And it's also going to show you exactly what's being disputed. It's going to show you your starting score. So as things start to fall off, you can literally use this as a report card. That way you can track and monitor your progress, right? So not only do we want you to get your finances in order, but be able to be a blessing to others. And why not be a blessing to our youth, right? I just told you guys, we learned some crazy stuff in school that I have not used one day in my life, right? Again, the square root of pi helps me do absolutely nothing, right? But I had to learn it. So what we do, the YFL, which stands for Youth Financial Literacy, it allows us to go into schools and educate the students on the matters of personal finance. As you can see me pictured here, I'm actually at one of our local high schools here in Tampa, where I'm teaching this class. And believe it or not, the kids absolutely loved it. The program pays the school to allow us to come in and teach, provide all of the materials. At the end, we throw them a pizza party, and then they have the opportunity to write an essay for scholarships, right? Now, this is an older slide. We've actually donated well over $2 million now, right? Throw some flames in the chat for that, right? Just being able to bless people, bless students to go out and have a better life by going to school. And now going to school knowing the importance of money, the importance of credit, how to leverage it, right? Guys, here is a young lady that won a scholarship 2 years ago at our convention. There was not a dry eye in the room, right? She never thought she would be able to go to college because she was actually in remission. She was just cancer-free, right? Her parents were drowning in medical bills, so they couldn't afford to send her to college. But because of the YFL, right? Because of people like myself and others that are on this call that actually got started with fixing their finances, a portion of what we pay to fix our credit goes toward funding this program, sending students like this young lady to college, right? And as you can see right here, that is our CEO, Mr. Paramel Knight, right? So all of this value, guys, all of this that you get for a one-time activation fee of $99 and then $89 a month. So to get started, we're talking $179, $89 a month. Think about all the stupid stuff we've done with $179 that has not returned any return on its investment, right? And the $89, it's no contract. Once you get the score that you want, your finances are where where you want them to be. You have a great understanding on how to not only get, but keep great credit and great finances. You can cancel, no cancellation fee at all, right? But I'll tell you this, a lot of our clients stay with us because there's so much more value that we provide, like the will and trust, like the identity protection, right? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, guys. I'm really, really big on documentation beating conversation. So I want to show you here, guys. This is actually a screenshot from our credit monitoring system. As I told you, I got started on August 10, 2018, right? 65 days later on October 15, 2018, my score went from a resounding, when I say resounding, 472 all the way to a 789, guys. I got my buying power back. And I'm not saying this, guys, to impress you, but definitely to impress upon you. If a little kid from the islands of the Bahamas can do it, you definitely can do it. The only thing you have to do is take action, right? So go ahead, get back with the person that invited you to this call and get your finances in order, okay, guys? That is my time. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to you, Dr. D. You guys have a great night. But listen, stay tuned, because if you like what you just heard about getting your finances in order, Dr. D said one thing to you guys. She can also make some money. So she's going to go ahead and introduce the next person that's going to show you how you can leverage these services to make a crazy income. All right, Dr. D, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. Listen, that was awesome. If you saw value in that, and I know you did, drop some money bags in the chat. I need to see some money bags. Come on, y'all. Drop. I saw the flames, but I want some money bags in the chat if you got value out of that, because that was absolutely awesome. And we're gonna keep it going. The next person, I am so excited to introduce her. Where do I begin? Jackie is just a beast in our company. She is what we call an executive sales director, generating well over $50,000 a month in revenue for the company. I don't know if y'all hearing those numbers. $50,000 a month in revenue for the company. And you know what that means? Those numbers, like Chris said, it's not about impressing you. It's about showing you that she is changing lives. She's been able to help hundreds and even thousands of people restore their credit and become entrepreneurs. She was able to walk away from her corporate America job in a year after being an agent part-time. She is known as Jackie of all trades. She truly is Jackie of all trades. She's an amazing mother of three, a leader, and she is actually one of my mentors. I am so excited to introduce Jackie right now. Jackie, can you hear me?
Level up, 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 level up. 5, 4,
Go,
3, 2, 1.
level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Hey, thank you so much, Dr. D. I want to give it to you and to Chris. Awesome presentation. I want to sign up all over again, guys. High energy equals high income. So for those that don't know me, my name is Jackie Garcia, aka Jackie of all trades, and I am originally from New York. I was born and raised in the Bronx. My parents, are Hispanic. I come from a Puerto Rican background. And one thing I know for a fact that a lot of us have been through is that we weren't taught financial literacy, right? And that's something that unfortunately my parents couldn't teach me. However, this company, when I was actually introduced to this company, I actually had a 481 credit score. I had a repossession, some medical collections. I had student loans that appeared on my report twice. And that was a problem, So when I first got started with the protection plan, like everything that Chris went over, I was like, wow, like all this for $89 a month, I can have all this. Okay. So I said, let me sign up, because prior to this company, I used to be a client for another credit company that unfortunately could not help me. And I'm sure you guys know Lexington Law, right? So fast forward, today I'm standing in front of you, or sitting in front of you, right, with a 799 credit score. And I've been able to do and accomplish a lot. Unfortunately, I lost my mom 2 months and a half ago. And one thing I do appreciate is, and I'm very grateful for this company, is that I was able to enjoy a lot of my time with her, with my parents, with my family, not having to clock in, not having to ask for time off, not having to take that PTO, right? Or walk out of work because they don't want to let me go, right? I know you guys are familiar with that. So what I'm going to go over is how I was able to walk away from corporate America 4 years ago. And ever since then, I haven't looked back. I've been able to work from home. I am a mother of 3. And I have amazing children. I have a 2-year-old as well, right? Which keeps me busy. But enough about me, guys. I just wanted to share a little bit about my background and where I come from, right? And how this is something that anybody can do as a referral, right? I did this part-time. Guys, part-time, okay? So I'm going to go over United Wealth Education, right? And I want to kind of go over a little bit about the company, because this stood out for me. We have a company here that we're actually going to be celebrating our 20th year anniversary in Fort Lauderdale next February. Okay. And I'm super excited. Because that speaks volume, right? This company has products and services that Chris just went over, just to help, families across the U.S. As long as you have a social, we can help you. You can be in a military base, right? Another thing that stood out for me is we are completely debt free. We're leading by example, guys. We can't teach you how to get out of debt if we're in debt, right? And we also have a dedicated and consistent management team. That stood out for me. That was something that I was like, I don't mind partnering up with this company, right? So what is it that we do? We simply refer. I'm sure you guys go out to eat. You go eat a nice steak, for my steak lovers, or some shrimps or crab legs, right? Some snow crabs. However, you can refer that to someone. What you're gonna get? You're gonna get not even a fortune cookie if I refer them to a Chinese spot, right? I'm not gonna get anything. However, here, if you refer someone to this platform and you see that this really works, all we're gonna do is we're gonna activate these individual services. Everything that Chris went over, we're gonna activate those services for the client. We're gonna focus on those areas that need the most help at that particular moment. So what is it that we handle? We as a company, right? The professionals, because I don't lick envelopes, I don't mail letters, right? We handle the credit restoration, which the company does. The company is able to now mail out the letters for our clients. That's big. If I need help, right? Or if I have a question, I call customer support, agent support real quick. We handle the technology. We handle the paperwork. We handle the customer service, guys. That's amazing. That's less work for you. We want to work smarter, not harder, right? Now, what are the ways that we are rewarded, right? You want to know how we get paid. If you want to know how we get paid, drop some money signs in the chat. I want to see who I'm talking to. Let's see what we got. We got some monies in the money chats. Nobody want to get paid? Okay, June, I see you. All right. So these are a few of the ways that we get paid. Direct commissions, residual commissions, overriding residuals, investment retirement account, rewards program. And that's just a few of the ways we get paid. All right. When I started this is not why I joined. I really just wanted to fix my credit. I could care less about the company. I really, who would have known Jackie of all trades was going to be blessed by having bad credit? Now I'm able to bless others. I would have never imagined or thought that was even possible. So how do we get paid? This is one way that we get paid, guys. You earn commissions on personal sales. So let's say I introduce, I get introduced to Dr. D and she's one of my brand new agents, example, right? And she goes out there and she tells a bunch of people about this protection plan and how she can help them, how we can help them, right? The goal is to get you your 5 ahead of time, right? We want to get you your 5. We want to get you paid. We want to get whatever you invested into this. We want to get you that and more. So the moment you get started, you can sign up 1 client, you can sign up 3 clients, you can sign up 10 clients. It's up to you. Whatever you do this week, you get paid the following week on a Thursday. And if you're like some of us, you'll get paid on a Wednesday evening. Okay. So that can add up real quick. $100 per client, right? Now that, that was cool. But this here excited me more. Residual income, money while you sleep, right? This is like Michael Jackson money, right? Direct residual. See, we have residual bills that are going to come out every 30 days. Now, do you have residual income coming in? And if you do, let me know, right? And if you don't, then you want to pay attention, because here, every time someone pays that $89 a month, one of your clients, etc., you get paid $12. Look at the math, look at the examples. Let's say you have 10 customers within this week and next week. That's $120 extra a month on top of everything else that you're going to be accumulating as you start building. Now, that can add up real quick, guys. I know my organization alone has over 100 and something protection plans. So just do the math, okay? Do the math. Now, that's not even the way that I get excited even more, because now I get indirect residuals, right? So every time my business partners bring in other customers, they're going to make their $12, but I'm going to make $3, right? This is called indirect residual. So I might enroll 50 out of those 100 and something protection plans, but now I'm getting $3 from everybody else. That can add up also real quick, right? That's the third way we get paid, guys. Now, if you are like me and you know other people that want to do the same thing like you, and you want to start building, right? You want to start building this business and start working with the people that you want to work with, because that's the beauty of it about this. I work with who I want to. If I don't want to work with you, I don't have to. See, when I worked for corporate America, I would be sitting in a cubicle next to somebody that probably smelled, okay, bad breath over there humming, and I didn't want to be next to them, but I had to sit there and I had to work with them and kind of like, you want to tic tac. However, here you work with who you want, and that's the beauty about that, right? So as a brand new agent, right, you can bring in a business partner. You're going to be able to make anywhere from $100 to $560, depending on your title, right? As you start building, you start growing, you start, duplicating what we show you. It's all about duplication, and it's about helping others. If I help you grow, then I am going to grow by default. Okay. So as a executive sales director, every time I bring in a business partner, I'm making $475. Okay. Now my goal is to help that brand new agent get their first 2 protection plan. Like you see here, protection PPM, it stands for protection plan membership. So I help them get 2 protection plans. Now they're happy. They just made $200. And guess what? I get my customer acquisition bonus, and I get paid out the full commission on that. And that can add up real quick. The customer's 100, the residual. Now, every time I bring in a business partner, I'm making almost $500. A lot of people don't even make $500 a week, guys. Okay. And this is just by showing others what you learned, being a product of the product, right? And so many people need this. Now, as Chris mentioned, we have business credit, right? We help you with business credit. We help you with business funding. This is pretty awesome because a lot of companies need a little something, that little capital, just to kind of like, help them boost their businesses. And now you're able to get direct commission every time you bring in someone that wants to just do the business funding, right? You send them your link, copy, paste. That's all we do is copy, paste, copy, paste. I copy, paste my link and I get paid. Who can't do that? Copy, paste and get paid, right? Now, here we have a turnkey referral business, guys. We provide everything. You just have to plug in and play. You plug in, you put in your nice little picture, you get your little email going, right? I recommend getting an email just for the business, but we give you a personalized agent website. We give you a personalized customer website as well, right? We have professional marketing materials. You don't have to go out there and invent the wheel. It's already done for you. Then we have live agent and customer support, guys. When I first started, I knew nothing about credit. So whenever I wanted to show them this information and I had no idea and I couldn't get a hold of David or, somebody that was in the business a little longer than me, I would call customer support and I'll ask them, I'll say, hold on, I'll tell the person, hold on. You know what? That is a good question. Nobody has really asked me that. Hold on, we're going to call customer support and we're going to find out because I'm curious. I'll call them. They work for us. That's the beauty about this business as well. We get weekly pay. Whatever you do this week, from Sunday to Saturday, you get paid the following Thursday or Wednesday evening. We have an online back office, guys. This is, my phones, they be in my pocket. I be walking around with my businesses in my pockets. Okay. I get commissions, rewards, bonuses, and then life insurance, guys. A lot of times people can't get life insurance because they have preconditions, right? They have things going on. Here, it doesn't matter. You can qualify for just about 100K in life insurance just by being a partner with us. On top of that, you're getting your credit restored. You're getting all the services that Chris went over, a living will and trust. That was, amazing for me. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to, give this a try and see what happens, right? Now, you can become an agent today, right? And it's not $290 plus what Chris went over. No, is $290, so you can have the services as a client, and only $111 more, you can actually refer people to this. I spend $300 by accident in Walmart. Forget about it. If I go to Target, it's I walk out with one bag or two bags, and that's my $300. All right. Now that's $89 a month, yes, because you have the protection plan, right? But what if I could tell you that you can get your services and a free business by just referring 5? As an agent, you can refer 5 individuals. It can be a combination of agents and customers. It doesn't matter, right? To get you qualified that next month. Now you don't pay your $89. The company covers that, and your services are for free. Guys, if it's for free, it's for me. Okay. And I want to pause right there, and I want to bring somebody on, right? That I've had the privilege and honor to work with and see them grow, right? I've seen their results, and I wanted them to share their story. So if you don't mind, Junebug, unmuting yourself, if you're still
Yeah,
on.
I'm here.
Awesome. Can you share a little bit about your story, boss man?
Yeah, well, how y'all doing? How everybody's doing? First of all, thank you, Lord, just for us being here, first and foremost. And just a little bit about myself for the people that don't know me. My name is Juan Colon Jr. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. I was raised with my mom and my 4 sisters. Unfortunately, my father passed away at an early age. And ironically, when I became an adult, I became a single dad myself. So I've been with my son since he was 3. He's 15 now. And throughout the years, I had my own businesses and stuff, and it was like, the business actually owned me. My sisters would pick them up for school, take them to school sometimes. I have to be here. I had my business doing music. I had my business with my custom apparel, so we're always making stuff in here, there, and everywhere. So I was looking for something to actually be more active in his life and be able to be at his games and at his practices. And like, if you could see, like, behind me, my little shrine, this is all the trophies and stuff I've been able to watch him win. Is really cool because while I'm there, I'm actually speaking to other families in my same situation and helping them too. So that's like, it was super powerful for me because I was able to like slow down on other things and focus on helping other people, helping families in my same situation. And that's like super powerful for me. And that's why I love being a part of this team, being a part of this family. And, God bless everybody. And I hope that you guys welcome to the team in advance, and let's go move forward. Let's grow.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Drop some fire in the chat for this young man. I've seen his growth. I know where he comes from. And, just being a single father or single mother, it's not easy because, it gets rough. And sometimes you want to make sure that you have something that's kind of, recession proof, right? And this here, let me tell you, when COVID hit, I think that's when we made the most money. All right. I made the most money out. Yeah. When COVID hit. And that's crazy because you want to be part of something that is recession proof, guys. So thank you so much, June, Huang, for sharing that with us. Now, thank you guys. I want to just be the first one to say thank you and welcome. Welcome for those that are gonna, either get started to fix their credit or might want to add a second stream of income. If you're working 2 or 3 jobs, that's for 2 or 3 jobs is for 2 or 3 people. Let's be honest. All right. So here, you could be A, B, or C. A, you're not interested, right? It's cool. Share it with someone else that might need the help. We will be more than happy to help these individuals. B, you're interested in the products, right? And the services that Chris went over. You want to fix your credit. You want to get your buying power back. You want to learn financial literacy and get educated, right? Because that's what we do. We are a financial education company. Now, if you want to take full advantage, like a lot of us, and you want to, know more and kind of plug in with the business, they get with that person that invited you because they thought highly of you to actually invite you onto this Zoom tonight. And thank you so much, guys. That is my time. We got this. Let's go. Welcome, welcome. I want to be the first one to welcome you guys. I'm gonna give it back to Dr. D. Thank you.
That was amazing. Listen, we're gonna end this right now with fire emojis. Just hit the chat, hit the chat, hit the chat with fire emojis. It has been so amazing hearing from Chris Barron, hearing from Jackie Garcia, and having all of you on the line tonight. We want you to get connected. So whoever invited you, don't wait till tomorrow. I want you to hit them up tonight and just say, listen, let them know. If you're excited about it, you're ready to go, let them know. There are going to be other presentations you're going to be able to plug into. That's our time for tonight. But thank you